Good morning, guys. Pretty quiet night in terms of data, but we see the US dollar tried to come back and fill this gap in and did a pretty decent job of it, and that's about it. I think there's not going to be much more. However, we're also on support, so it's a bit tricky from where it's going to go from here. It's a pretty strong move down, and we might see some more downside. I kind of get the feeling that we will, as there's a major rotation out of dollars into yen. Yen's been the beneficiary against all pairs overnight, and the strongest of them. If we look at the dollar yen, did get back up to 143, which I wrote about in the weekly blog, that it should come back and backfill that before tracking down to this area here. We're looking at sort of the 140, mid 140s, these highs, which will also bring us back into a Fibonacci, and from there we'll have to reassess where it's going to go. But that's what's happening to me in the short to mid term. Pounds and euros tracking, making higher highs, but also overextended. We can see the momentum indicator on the dollar index, on the pound, and also on the euro is all getting overheated, and therefore the likelihood of more upside, if there's no news around, the likelihood of more upside is limited. And if we look at the news, there's not much really for the US. Inflation. There is US inflation coming up. So that could be the trigger to turn the markets off those levels that we're looking at. Turning the yen off that 140, turning the dollar index off this this bit of an area here around the 101, mid 101s. Aussie dollar is faffing about between 67 and 66, as the Aussie's been doing pretty much all year. It's just stuck in these ranges. It's going to break out sooner or later because it doesn't normally spend so much time in a range, but I don't see any reason why it should come out. Chinese data yesterday disappointed, and we can see the commodity picture is a little stronger, but oil off. A bit of a mixed bag out of the commodity. The commodity currencies were the worst performers overnight, with the the yen and euro outperforming. Brief look at stocks. We're up on the day, not much in it, but finished on its highs or near its highs. VIX going nowhere, coming back down, weaker, still showing no signs of fear. And bonds, a bit of 2 years were up, and they're both down. 2 years and 10 years were both down. So everybody's waiting for that CPI print. I shall see you tomorrow. Cheers.